Yeah. Welcome to GVTV. That's right. Good vibes television. Brought to you by your mother and father's favorite condom. Uh, I am your boy RL, and with me this evening is the lovely Savvy E and my man who don't wear DJ PRS1.
Yeah.
Mr. Raw Dog, aka DJ Nick Cannon, PRS1.
Not Nick Cannon.
Right. Why you gotta be Nick Cannon? I need my terminal.
Man, that
What you
dude,
say? He the DJ that don't DJ?
he don't DJ. Yeah, the only thing he's spinning is some coochie. He ain't worried about nothing else. He ain't got no records. He talk about turntables. He talking about titties. He ain't talking about no real turntables.
He ain't talking about no turn.
What's good with y'all?
I got it. You got what?
Turning cheeks.
I am doing swell. I'm a little tired today, but I'm doing swell. I really am.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. How about you, Wolfgang? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I got my first shingle shot today, so that was kind of crazy. It's the first time getting a shingle shot. Then I guess it comes with the age.
So we just gotta share our old man experiences, huh?
Yeah. I got proud of this gray hair.
Man.
I know somebody neck looking kind of tanned.
With your gray?
What happened to your beard, bro?
Come to my beard. Hey, so just something different, right? Just want to.
I noticed. We trying
but you already, you already know. It's not easy having a beard.
I know.
Yeah, so I need a break.
It's real hard.
And my wife don't like it. Yeah, my wife doesn't.
Really?
No, she don't like it. Makes her itch.
You know, they're called thigh scratchers.
Oh my God!
It tickles her thighs. It tickles her thighs.
They're called thigh scratchers, you know.
Lord. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Yeah,
So,
but
outside of your beard being gone, how you been doing?
So y'all know, I've been struggling. So listen to this bullshit.
Right.
So 3 weeks now, I'm going 3 weeks ago, I threw my back out. Right. A matter of fact, I threw it out on our anniversary, that Saturday morning. And all I did was, so I'm gonna get to that. Right. I'm gonna get to that. So Saturday, I'm still stand up, but my back wouldn't let me stand up, so I collapsed to the floor, and I'm like trying to straighten myself up, and I can't, and I'm just in so much pain. As far as my lower left side of my back, I'm laying on the fucking floor. The kids are home. I'm like, oh God, please, I don't want the kids to see me like this, right? So it took about 8, and I was able to stand up, but I couldn't straighten my back, and I could feel the pain running down the left side of my leg or my body. So I'm like, what the fuck? So, of course, we'll be icy hot, heating pad, and then I got some of that Tiger Balm, right?
Old
school, man. That Tiger Balm, boy, that shit smacks the shit out you, right? So listen, right?
Up on there?
All that shit. So
The bean
Saturday
gay?
nights, nah, they don't put no Bengay on. I'm doing that shit.
Oh,
So
is it bang
I
gay or
wake up
bean gay?
Saturday morning. Leave me alone, Regan. Leave me. So so I wake up Sunday morning, right? And I'm walking around and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. And I'm able to participate in an adult activity. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Right. Oh, yeah, the crazy shit. Right. Let me tell you something. Craziness. Right. I
Right,
still
right.
go. So I go to church. I go to church, and I'm uncomfortable. I can't sit for a long period of time, but it's church, so I'm sitting. I come
Mhm.
home and I'm uncomfortable, and I'm fortunate because I was able to get an appointment with a chiropractor up in Perry Hall for Wednesday. Now, mind you, I'm on fucking vacation,
Right.
right? But it's not my vacation. It was so we can drop the kids off at school, college, and shit.
I got
So
you.
I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get on a plane this Friday? But I
Windshield.
went to the chiropractor. Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, but it's the sitting.
Right.
So I go to the chiropractor on Wednesday, go Thursday. And when I tell you that shit was like magic. It was incredible. I'm not healed or whatever, it didn't fucking lay their hands and whatever, all that spiritual stuff, right? But
He
it
adjusted the shit
helped
out
me
your
get
ass.
on that. He did. Helped my
Right.
back. He cracked my neck. He had me on my side. He cracked both hips, pop, all that shit.
Right.
And I was good to go. And I'm getting better every day. But I've always, old people talk about the sciatic nerve and shit. And,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I hope I don't ever get that. I hope I don't ever get that. That's what I have. That nerve is fucking pain. It's right there. Let me tell you something. It's the second worst because there ain't nothing worse than a tooth fucking ache.
Mm.
The toothache will make you kill somebody and then kill yourself.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it takes 6 weeks for it to heal. So that's all I'm doing. And sitting is the number one cause of it is sitting sitting down. So I sit at the desk a lot more now.
Right.
Right.
So yeah, that's some bullshit, but yeah,
Mhm.
it is what it is. I can still what my number one fear was when my back fucked up. I thought I was gonna fuck with my erection, man. I was scared as shit. I had nothing wrong. Fuck with that.
Well, welcome to
Uh,
oldism.
Right.
no shit.
Welcome to
Thank
oldism.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
That's
for
what that is.
inviting me. It's fucking
What is
fucking
it?
awful, man.
What
It's
is it
fucking
called? ARPP card. What is it called?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
ARPP.
Yeah.
He knows. He got that.
Yeah.
He got that fucking shingle shot.
That AARP.
Yeah. But I'm gonna promote. I'm gonna
That's
promote the
bad.
hell out
Like
of chiropractic.
when you go to the doctors and they be like, it's time for that shingle shot, or it's
Yep.
time for
Yep.
that what's the name check? What y'all have to get after a certain age?
That prostate.
The prostate check. Like, man, I'm out of
Mhm.
here. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to do none of that.
I
That's
swear,
crazy.
mm-mm.
if
And you,
you're ever confused about your sexuality, you will definitely be,
shit.
as a man, you will definitely be sure after that prostate check which
Mm.
side of the
And,
fence you on.
and the crazy thing is, right? And I because I asked some of my gay friends, right? And they be trying to play it all cool and shit, like, no, it's uncomfortable for me too. And oh, nigga, please, another nigga is
Oh
pumping his
shit!
penis in and out your ass, like beating it up, like you know what I'm
Right.
saying, like
What the,
Let me chime in on that, right?
what's the video with the little kid? Oh, bullshit.
Oh yeah, bullshit. But let me chime on that. So the organ that we use for sex, when we get our pap smear, it bothers us. Like it really
Uh-oh.
bothers. And when they put the little silver speculum in and do all that, it really is irritating. So I mean, they could be telling the truth.
that's because you're not a hoe, Savvy. It don't bother them hoes.
Oh, not the whole. Oh, okay, my
Not
bad.
the
Oh
yeah,
Shout
shit.
out to the
yeah,
hoes.
it
My bad.
don't, The hoes, it don't bother, man. But it's like when they go in the doctor's office, they tell them say them motherfuckers be like shit. They be like, damn, you got
down this road.
Yeah, I be like you looking past the tonsils, shit, right?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Looking at 4 or 5 different dick imprints, look like something from CSI.
Right.
Oh my God.
I don't know, man. I mean, first time I got mine, you turn to the side, lift your leg up, and then all of a sudden it was like the crying game music started playing.
Wait. You had your prostate check?
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, I didn't know you was violated yet.
Yo, most embarrassing thing ever.
Oh man, we gotta have a whole show about that.
I walk into the damn doctor's office and I'm chatting with the receptionist out front, and she's like, it's like, we're talking with the receptionist, and I'm joking around and stuff like that, So go and get my check by a female doctor, getting myself checked out. She said, okay, it's time, but I'm not going to be in here by myself. She going to call the same receptionist chick in there. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to talk no game or spit no game to this damn lady, boy.
She checked you in and she checked you out.
Not even dinner and a movie, nothing. Just straight KY. Plop. I heard crying. I was like, "Oh my Lord!" I'm staring at the wall as she penetrates, and I'm like, "Oh my God!"
He used the word penetrate too, Lord.
These gay dudes go through, man. And I'm like, I definitely know I ain't gay.
Right, but let me ask y'all a question: would y'all want to have your prostate checked by a woman or a man doctor, or do a man?
This just happened to me, so we just switched doctors. So we no longer have a female doctor; we got a male doctor. And Pam, my wife, asked me to choose. She said, well, hey, we're switching doctors. There's a new doctor we got. And my first question was, is it male or female? And she was like, well, he's a guy. And I was like, a guy? And she was like, well, what's wrong with the guy? I say, look, it was difficult enough for me to have a other female other than yourself stick their finger up my ass. Now you're going to have up my ass.
Hey.
I was just taking this shit too far. Why can't I get to 72 where they don't have to do this shit anymore?
You got me fucking concerned because Pam fed me with her hands.
Oh. So
now I'm like, they see you done fucked up, man. Shame on you, Pam. Shame on you. Yeah. Now give me.
And we got
give me a I'll take a man. I don't want a woman.
I don't know about that, man. He spent a little.
I know. I do.
If his fingers staying there a little too extra long, man, I'm like, hey, man, you enjoying this shit, Fatima?
Yeah. I'll take a man. Fuck that. I don't. Last thing I want is for a woman to stab me in a vulnerable position like that, and her fucking fingers in my ass. I'll take a man. It's embarrassing, man. At least I can punch him in the face and get away with it.
So what's your shirt saying? You showing your shirt?
It says good vibes. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, good vibes. Good vibes.
Where you order it from?
I ain't got no fancy message on, man.
It was my wife gave it to me.
Oh,
no idea.
Flea market. Was it flea market 10 for $1?
Probably. we're thrifty over this motherfucker. We got kids in college now and finished paying. Yeah, so we over here. Let me tell you something. Pork and beans and hot dog meals, bologna and egg breakfast. We all about that shit now.
You got hot dog on sliced bread. Yep.
Yeah. Fuck it. You ain't getting no buns. Fuck it.
Just get it in your hand.
Just get it in your hand.
Get it in your hand.
Fucking dip the hot dog in the ketchup on the plate. That's how we do it. Just dip it.
I just cut the hot dogs up in the beans. Remember, that's a meal.
Right.
Just cut the hot dogs up in the beans.
Yeah. We do that too. We make some meal, man. We're done with that. That's it.
All right. I mean, when you got children in college, boy, that's a whole nother ball game.
I know.
Man, let me tell you. It it's been an interesting 10 days because he's been gone for 11 days. Um, it's different than boot camp because in boot camp, and everybody talk bad about the military and got something next. But in boot camp, and Regan know this, they gonna take fucking care of you. They're gonna be hard on you,
right?
But it's their job to take care of you and to build you up. In college, that's something fucking totally different.
Yeah.
Boot camp, they fed. They got a bed to sleep in. They know it's secure.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I know he's eating because they can eat up to 7 times a day in the
right.
But it's college, and and I hate to say this, you got some kids on their own for the first time. Yeah, they just reckless as shit, and I mean, he got to make his own decisions. He's a young adult, but he doesn't come home at night for me to be like, hey, look, did you make good decisions? All right, make good decisions tomorrow.
Right.
It's been kind of worrisome for me, but I gave it to God. I'm trying to let God deal with that, and I had to do it, and now he's doing it. So
yep.
But it's been rough. I miss him. I miss him a lot.
I hear that.
That was my man.
Well, he gonna be okay. Like I said, y'all got him.
You know how I feel. Let's go on to the topic tonight. I know some of y'all who's tuning in and going to see this gonna be like, "Oh, that was last Sunday." It don't motherfucking matter. We didn't have interviews since last Sunday.
It was a statement of the nation.
Yes, and it's still going on. And the brawl, what is the Alabama brawl? They're calling it. So since then, we all seen the video. If you haven't seen the video, I don't know where the fuck you been, but I done seen it from 3 different angles.
Yep.
I didn't seen it. I didn't heard. Yeah, I didn't heard 2 interviews. And funny thing is, I done seen a lot of TikTok videos of white people talking about it.
Right.
Oh,
a lot of white people talking about it, right? So, and it's interesting because I had somebody at work talk to me about it, and they said it almost seemed like, and I ain't gonna bring it up now. We'll get to it later. But me personally, when I first saw the video, I'm watching it because usually when you watch videos on Instagram, the shit is like maybe 50 seconds and that's it. But the video was just going on, and I'm watching these white dudes jump the black dude, and I'm like, I hear y'all commentating, but ain't none of y'all going to help him. And then I see the black guy run down the ramp. Then I see another guy come in the water, and then I see them all fighting. I'm expecting the video to stop, right? But the video just going, and I'm like, holy shit, they whooping these white people. And I'm standing up holding the phone. I got my right hand, my back is fucked up, and I'm throwing jabs. I'm like, kick him, get him, don't let him get away, right? Yeah. I'm like, oh, that bitch crazy. White women are getting involved. And the sisters went harder than the black man. Man, they was fucking them Barbie dolls up. They was tearing their asses up, all of that. And I'm like, damn. Then she threw the bitch in the water, and I'm like, oh my God. They trying to drown these motherfuckers, right?
Right.
And it's just right. So I'm watching, and I know y'all feel the same way. I felt like it was about damn time.
Yep.
It was about damn time, man.
Right.
And it was in Alabama.
Yep.
It was about damn time, and I loved it because there was no weapons used.
And they just had a
Trump rally
earlier that day.
Well, outside of the chair was a weapon.
But the chair was there. You supposed to sit on the chair, but there was no knives, there was no guns, there was no bats.
Right,
what they say? They met force with force.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I loved it. Beat them. Beat the shit out of them. Beat them.
Where did the man come from with the chair though? Because I watched the video so many times, and I'm like, where the hell he come from?
There's no angle. That motherfucking chair just appeared.
Yeah,
that motherfucker disappeared under the ring.
What's under the ring?
And then if you notice how he was like, once he would like finish with somebody, it's like he was looking for somebody else to hit.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, don't you see the police?
look,
He ain't care.
so they interviewed him, right? They interviewed. Did you see the interview, Regan,
No, I
with
didn't see the
him?
interview with him.
Oh my God! Well, I did, it was recorded, right? So it was
Right.
so whoever the young lady that's on the radio show says, "Sir, I just trying to figure out. There was a woman who was just trying to get by. She wasn't even involved, and you hit her with." He said, "Well, look, I got caught up in the moment. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got caught up in the moment, and I thought about Rosa Parks and how they wouldn't." He said how they wouldn't let her take a seat. He said, "So
Right.
damn it, I was gonna have someone take one for someone
Right.
gonna take a seat today." So I hit her with the chair. I was like, Lord, it's a fucking celebration, man. And
He
like
was off the chain.
Oh my God.
and like you said, Savvy, he like people was trying to get off the boat on the boat. He was hitting this woman sitting down on the ground. He could have fucking broke her neck. He hit her with the chair, right?
He was
And that's when the cops jumped on his ass. He tagging the fuck out of him. And you know
Yep.
what? I hate to say it once again, but because and it's funny. It's funny, not in a ha way like the guy said, but I at 44 years of age, and I'm not a historian. I don't want to disrespect anybody by saying that, but I have seen clips and read up on the last 150 something years in America, and then motherfuckers was turn those fucking water hoses on, let them fucking dogs loose, beat
Mhm.
us with them batons, hiding behind those fucking riot shields.
Yeah.
Now they're
Don't,
shooting those rubber pellets.
mhm. Don't forget when they did
So
the settings, they were spitting on people in the restaurants and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
and then if you go further back, and if you want to talk about down there in Alabama and Louisiana, they used to feed black infants to crocodiles, right?
Mm.
They used to
Wow.
hang black women who were pregnant and pull, you know what I'm saying? Cut the
Yep.
baby out
Yep.
and stomp on their heads with their boots.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this ass whooping was long overdue. They ought to just be happy they didn't string them up and hang them. So here's a little info, little gem for you. I seen this last week on those same docks is where they auction off black people.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what I heard. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, on
Dang.
those same dock. The mother of those Negroes came up, jumped in the bodies of all those black people down there, and
With
fucking
the water.
paranormal activity fucking happened. It was a what African American Negro paranormal activity
Right.
ass whooping on them
Mhm.
docks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
they ought to
guy.
be thankful it was just that.
Yeah, the guy that jumped in the water. I was just like,
Yeah.
he
The
was
young
serious
man.
because he swam across the river to get over
Yep.
there. I
He
said, my
swam over,
man was
lost his
serious.
shoes.
Yes,
He
he
went
did.
across. He choke slammed the shit out of the man.
I thought, oh, that shit look like fucking get him. Show that shit again. Play it again. Play that shit again. That shit is serious, man.
Oh wow! Did you see the man in the blue shirt? He came down.
Get him.
Did you see the man in the
Fucking
blue
get
shirt?
him.
Yep.
Get him.
He straight up
Fucking
choke
get him,
slammed
man.
the shit out of dude, man. And then it was like the WWE. It was choke slams and chair shots. I was like, oh my god.
But
Man,
the sad thing about it all was they were asked not to, to leave their property there, and they did
Mhm.
as they feel like they have that authority to do something. So I don't care if this is this man's job. All they
Right.
saw was he's the black guy, and he's telling
I
us
wish-
what to do. So they went on about their merry way. So he came over and tried to push it out the way. And then,
Mhm.
that's when the altercation and everything started. But it's the thing of people having these privileges. Like, I'm privileged to do,
Yeah,
I
white
don't
privilege.
like, who are you? Why are you
Right.
talking to me?
What gave you the privilege?
Right. And it's like, we get that a lot, when
Mhm.
we deal with certain cultures. They look at it like, who are you? Why are you talking to me? And when you ask
Right.
them the question, it's like, what? Like, what are you saying to me? So
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
The elbow need to come out. The chin need to come out. You know, sometimes that just need to happen because sometimes they need to know that look, we're not back in slavery. We just not back there, and you not. And this generation here, they not gonna let y'all do that. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna get cheers and all kinds of stuff at you. They just not gonna allow.
Times has changed. Times has changed, man. Times has changed, right? So we was out in Minnesota a little less than 2 weeks ago, dropping a young man off for school, right? And so you know that's in St. Paul. So you know that's where George Floyd was killed at. He drove around my wife and I to the memorial, and I got pictures of it and everything. And they got all these names of black men and women who were unjustly murdered by the police. And while we driving through, they're holding another rally for a young man who was killed by the police. So, you know, this is one of them things, man. It's like, you know, and fucking people start off when they do the interview, do the little TikToks. Well, you know, I don't condone.
What Did the power go?
He just said, I don't condone, and it went off.
Yeah, he don't condone blackout. That's the FCC.
See, this is when you talking some real stuff. They cut you off because they don't want you to hear. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Out there going, people.
The FCC cut him off. Damn.
He needs to probably just go off and come back on.
I know. What happened to him? Bro, you're not there.
It's probably his Wi-Fi.
I hope he's still not talking.
No, because he probably, well, man, he probably can see us and we can't see him.
Nah, he jumped off now. Let's see. He probably pop back on in a second.
He was getting into it real good too, but that's what they do. That's what they do. They cut you off when you start to talk some real stuff.
Yep.
But it was really crazy. It was insane. You know, it was just like
it was insane. It was out of hand.
Right. They they want us to be intimidated all the time.
Right.
Just want us to be intimidated all the time because who they think they are, or you know where they think they came from. And black folks been tied a long time ago, and now they really tied. And this young generation, they don't care about nothing. They don't care about you. They don't care about us. So they most definitely ain't gonna care about what y'all talking about.
Right.
So that's why they got the young boys swimming across the river. And old granddad was like, "Look, I'm tired because y'all had my people in slavery, so I'm gonna take this here chair and have a good time with it till somebody, you know, stop me." So
and the crazy part, so a lot of people never understood when he threw the hat up in the air what it really meant.
I was trying to figure out why he threw it so fucking far. I was like, what kind of fight? What kind of fighting? 1970s and shit.
If you put yourself in his shoes and I'm doing my job, blah 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 blah, and they start these people coming at you, this man jumped you and hit you. What's the first thing you're gonna say? I'm losing it. I guess I'm losing this job today.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yep.
This job. That's it. I'm losing this job today.
Yeah, he threw that hat far as shit though.
He took the security hat on and he said, "I'm fucking fired." Boom.
Right.
You going in.
But see, this is my question about all that.
Right.
If they watch the tape, right? I know certain jaws be like, well, you know, you got into an altercation, we're gonna fire you. Right. But I'm like, I would think that it would really be insane if this man got fired over that situation at all. Because they came at him. They came and charged at him. What do you think this man's supposed to do outside of throwing his hat in the air?
Yeah, they assaulted him. They assaulted him. That's what it was. Right. It came down to that. This man got assaulted.
Right. Yeah, so he had no right. He had all the right to defend himself.
And that's what he threw that hat up in there and he said, well, fuck it. I lost the job. We going in hard. This is it.
Right. So what were you saying before
do you know he was 68 years old?
Cool.
68. Well, look.
68-year-old man.
Look, the young white boy. The next day, the one with the black eyes and fucked up nose. He said the white boy said, and this was his video. He said, "Man, I didn't know that old man could fight like that."
Yeah, I bet you did.
I bet you hit so hard.
I bet
he did. Yeah, you know,
I hit this hard.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, but before the the Europeans took me off, right? What
I'm
I
ready
was
to say.
what I was saying was a lot of people starting their TikTok videos with, now look, I don't condone violence. You got to know the
Right.
difference between fucking protecting yourself, fighting back, and
Right.
violence. Violence is usually something that someone just they create themselves. They
Right.
create the panic and all of that. That you know, they're talking about this is down in Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, this isn't something like it's new to us watching it, but that shit, that racism shit is still down in
It's
Alabama.
still,
It's still,
yep,
yeah, it's
alive
still
and well.
thick. The KKK lives there. That's where they are at, right? That's where
Mm-hmm.
they disperse and go throughout the country, right? It
Yep.
wasn't people say you ain't got to speak on it and defend those brothers and sisters by starting, you know, your statement with "I don't condone violence." No, they were supposed to. Yeah, a lot of people tend to forget a lot of our great leaders. Malcolm
Right.
X, one of the best leaders there is, and he was like, yo, pretty much in layman terms, don't be a fucking fool, man. You ain't gonna
Right.
let some you gonna let somebody put their hands on you and
Right.
your family and not do anything because they're white?
Right.
No, no. You know what I'm saying? So it felt good, and I know Malcolm was smiling down because we finally get it. It took some generations, but we finally get it. Malcolm ain't
Right.
never say grab a gun and start shooting white people, right? He ain't never say that shit, but he said you should protect yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
Mm-hmm.
saying? By any means necessary. You protect
Any means
yourself.
necessary. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And that's what they did.
did y'all see all the little memes of Miss Percon? I think y'all need to stop playing.
I'm for all the foolishness too.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
for
I
all the
was
foolishness.
cracking up. I said, first of all, the people that be on the internet, they got too much time on their hands. Because it was
Yeah, they
like
do.
people up in their shirts the next day and all
Yep.
kinds of
That shit went
foolery. I'm
viral.
like, you have to stop. But I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm not even gonna
Hell
lie.
yes.
I
Hell
enjoyed every
yes.
minute of it.
There was a video with this white girl, a white lady in a car, and she was talking on Instagram, and she
Oh,
was
I saw
saying
that.
about, you know, privileged. She said, you know, white privilege. She said, I'm from Alabama, and you know, I have a watercraft as myself. But this is what happens when you go out there on the water. The sun is shining all hot. You under your alcohol, and you come out there and you feel like you're big and you're bad, and you get your ass whooped.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
That's
Yes, you
what she was
did.
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I had another white guy. He said, man, I ain't got let me see. I'm trying to see if I got it. I
Right.
ain't got it on me. Yes, I do. So another
Okay.
white guy, right? He was on there and he was like, he said, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. He
Right.
said, y'all see this? You see this? He said, you know what happened that day? Them white people was up there. They were swiping. They were swiping. They were like, what the fuck is going on? My white privilege ain't working today.
Right.
Well, I
You know.
fucking fell out laughing,
Mhm.
man.
Yep.
Right, right.
I fell out laughing, man. I said,
Right.
yeah. Get him. Get. I
I
was in
said,
it, man. I
Lord.
watched that video so many times. Let me tell you, my mother's 70 years old. I showed
Yeah.
my mother that video. My mother couldn't stop laughing. Couldn't stop laughing, man. And my mother, you know, she was a little girl, but you know, she didn't see the racism like my father had about 7 years, but my grandparents, you know,
Right.
their parents, they lived in it and they seen it, and it's one of those monumental moments I wish my grandparents could have seen.
Right.
You know,
Hmm.
like my grandmother got to see Barack Obama in office, but I wish this is one I probably wish she could have seen this ass whooping
Right.
versus Barack Obama
It's
because
very,
Right.
Obama
very
got
bad.
in office, but he, you know, he was a face, but that ass whooping,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
had to run the video back. I had to run the video back to the beginning where they jumped him because I saw the one lady in the red. They beat her ass on the ground, hit her with the chair. She busted her knee up. Then there was another lady in like a blue or turquoise or whatever. They throw the one chick in the white in the water, and I was like, "Damn, they beating up on these ladies too." And then something tell me run the clip back. I run the clip back. All these motherfuckers was involved. That's why they
Yeah,
got their ass whooped.
yeah.
whooping their
It
ass,
was
Yep.
whooping their ass.
It was a video. I guess somebody was inside the boat.
Oh shit!
Fuck this job. See, there go the women.
And they grabbed
They all beat them. They're all there beating them.
Yeah.
The lady in the red, the one in the blue. They all had to get their ass whooped.
Look.
I was a little disappointed that the dude in the black though. He ain't throwing no punches. He was supposed to be, he just like trying to break
He
up.
trying to push him out.
They wrong for that now. That boy swimming his ass over there.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that boy swimming his ass off.
That boy finna help that boy. Get up there, young boy.
There you go. There you go. Get him.
Mikey
Yeah,
said
hey.
4 days.
Did y'all see the meme? Did y'all see? No, it's not even a meme of him. It's a design. It's a design, and they got a young black boy. They got the high top, and they call him Pookie Phelps.
Pookie Phelps.
Pookie Phelps. I love it. I fucking love it.
Phelps. That is funny. Not Pookie.
Oh Lord.
Pookie Phelps.
Yep.
But you know,
You see what Mikey say?
what he said? The brother came with that. We really. Oh yeah.
The re-ready skip.
But you
What was
know,
that? Was
like
that
I
this
worked with
one?
a guy that said that when he was a little boy,
Yeah.
and he lived in the South, how when him and his grandfather would walk down the street, his grandfather would step off the curb when the white man would walk past.
Wow.
And he said he never could understand that. Now, when the man was
Right.
telling me, this man was like in his 60s telling me the story. And you know, when I hear stuff like that, it does something to my mind. Because it's like, I came up in the era where, you know, where we had Noble Drew Ali and Malcolm X and the minister and all these Black Power people going on. So when you heard stuff like that, you'd be like, what? But he was like, yes, his grandfather used to actually step off the curb so the white man could walk past.
That's why.
And
Yeah,
then
that's how it was.
I would never,
Yeah.
you know, but I have seen in Baltimore City growing up, when I think about it, how
Mhm.
some Black people would kind of
Bow
like,
down.
bow down or submit themselves to
Mhm.
the Caucasians. And I used to, you know, when I was younger, I always had a militant mind, and it was just like, nah, I can't do it. I
Right.
can't. I just
Let me
can't.
Savvy, I'm so glad. So I'm gonna use this moment. That was a beautiful alley oop. So a young lady said to me at work, and she said, "You notice there was no weapons used." She said they whooped their ass, but they didn't let it go too far. She said you can almost see that they're conditioned
Mm-hmm.
to behave a certain way. They're in Alabama, and I watched and I said, you know what? Because if it would have been in Baltimore, it would have been more than a fucking chair. Niggas would have had guns on them. They would have had knives, brass knuckles, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'd have put their joint. They'd have put it on it. You know, all kind of crazy. Like she said, but you can see, even though they did what they did, when it was time to stop, they did because they're conditioned. Even though they whoop at it like, oh shit, we got to go home. We still live in Alabama.
Right.
It would have been a shootout.
Right.
It would have
Right.
been a shootout.
It would have been a shootout. It definitely would have been a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kudos to those police officers, because Baltimore City would not have got involved until it was over. That's just too much shit going on.
Right.
They
Right.
would have did some horror shit and try to spray you with mace and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But you know, they look kind of confused because they ain't know where to go though. They was like, "Who do we supposed to get first?" And then someone was just standing there. But I think when the man started assaulting people with the chair, I guess they was like, "We gotta stop it." Because when he went over there,
You gotta
and he
stop
got
him.
the white dress.
Yep.
I was like, "Sir,
You gotta stop that. Yeah, you gotta stop that.
It was nuts.
Yeah, because it looked like he had to stop. Physically stop and go into the chair.
Oh, look at this part. Look at this. Look at the brothers.
That's the we ready skip.
Give it to him. She trying to run to the back of the boat. Look at that.
Look at them. They mad. Woo! Beat their ass.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Look. Aquaman in the fight.
That what you get. That what you get. That what you get. Oh, tie her ass up.
That's the one they threw in the water.
There she goes. She gone. She gone.
Now in the water.
In the wall.
In the water.
Tie his ass up. Cause y'all were wrong.
And the crazy part, this is not just the people on there. This is the crew members too. Because
Yeah.
everybody dressed in that blue is the crew member from the ship.
I'm for all that shit, man. I'm for all that foolishness. I don't care what people say, right? And shame on anybody that objects to it or wanna defend it or speak down on people who are excited about that ass whooping. If you are a black person, if you are a person of color, if you Hispanic, if you are Asian, if you are black, you should be celebrating that ass whipping. The Asians, they made them motherfuckers do the railroad. Hispanics, they whipping y'all asses, been separating y'all since 2016 when Trump was Now they ought to be happy it stopped with Sunday and that shit didn't spill over to other fucking states. Because there's more colored people in this country than it is white people.
Yes.
Most definitely.
So
if it had happened anywhere else, it would have turned into a citywide riot, maybe a nationwide riot.
Yeah. Well, see, like I said, like
earlier, if it would have happened in
It would
Baltimore,
have kept going.
yeah, it would have been casualties for real.
yeah. That shit. Let me tell you something. White Marsh would be fucking done. Towson would be fucking done.
Yeah.
You know.
We fall down. We get back up. Yep.
They get up all right. They got up and had to post bail because they got locked the fuck up too. That was a beautiful thing. They lock up everybody. I'm good with that because that's what the court system is for. But don't, you know what I'm saying, lock them white people up too. Lock that whole family up.
Bertrand is hearing that, and I was hearing what's the name? Maya Angelou, We Rise.
We rise. Man, let me tell you, I hate to say it, but it did my heart. It did my heart so good. I hate to say it.
It was a fair fight.
It just did. It was a fair fight.
It was a fair fight.
And they fucking lost.
We're not going to tolerate it. And the message was, we're not going to tolerate your bullshit no more.
No, people are tired, man. People are tired. And
there you go. Fade in the water.
Hell yeah. Hey, we got enough. We're gonna get back to this in a second. We got another situation to take care of. So Mr. Mike McCoy last week, I walked past him at the ATM and I said, "Hey, Mikey," and he this motherfucker got his card in his hand like this, and he turns around and say, "My name ain't Mikey, it's Mike." And I'm walking with a young lady, right? And I'm like, "All right, so what the fuck?" So he's like, I said, "Oh," and I say something to him. He's like, "My name is Mike, not Mikey." Right? And I'm looking at Mike like, "What the fuck is wrong with you today?" Like,
he'd have hit you in the back of your head with a honey bun.
At first, because I didn't know if he was joking or not. And you see, he's saying, "Mike, my name is Mike," right? Yeah. And I'm like, "Yo, Regan call you Mikey all the time, like for years." And
I don't call him Mike no more.
So he don't want to be Mikey anymore, right?
No, yeah, I got hit with a honey bun, so I don't call him Mikey no more.
So this is my question. The young lady saved you from worse. She saved you, motherfucker. So this is my question. What is it? So people who are Michael are used Mike, Mikey, shit like that, right?
Right.
Why don't you want to be called Mikey?
He told me he just don't like being called Mikey. He just hates the Mikey part, you know.
He hates the Mikey part.
Is it because it makes you sound like a little boy? Like is that why
Michael? You know.
It's I'm just I want to know, are you insecure? Is it something, like I know you in the 50 and over club? Was it that prostate check?
That in the 50 and over club, that man be 50.
See, you say Mikey is for kids. Mikey, I'm not 7.
He said he's not 7.
Okay, so
So you gotta add a Mr. to it. Yeah, like Mr. Mikey.
Mr. Mikey. You know what? I'm just gonna call him Mike from now on. I'm just gonna call him Mike from now on. He never liked
He said
Mikey.
he never liked
Never
Mikey.
liked Mikey. I mean,
Man, whatever, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I bet you, if that brown-eyed girl said, "Hey, Mikey," he wouldn't have a damn problem with it. Don't put me in that bullshit, Mike.
Yeah, she might come up with one less cupcake.
Yeah,
No,
from now on,
if it was a female that he liked, she wouldn't come up with one less. She would get extra, and she can call him Mikey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He wait till he damn near retired to not want to be called Mike.
Come on, Mike, drop the comment.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. It's going to be Mike from now on. Fuck, I'm gonna call you Mr. McCoy. Is that okay, Mr. McCoy?
Now we're gonna be formal.
Be formal now.
How Janet Jackson say? Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
There you go. So
Miss Jackson, she don't like any song that has her name in it.
Nope.
She hates it. She hates when you sing any song with her name, and she gets really, really upset.
I ain't know that. Fuck her too, then. Yeah, shit.
Are there songs with her name in it? I don't recall.
Yes.
I even told your girl.
Remember the song? Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Oh.
You don't like that.
Not to put Mikey in the phone. You know what, Mike? You know what? You win. You win. God forbid. Yeah, God forbid.
Fade in the water.
Yeah, God forbid. No, not my girl. Not me. He ain't talking about my girl. I know what he talking about. I know what he talking about. Yeah.
Exactly what he talking about too.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave it alone, Mike. Fuck that. I'm gonna leave it alone, Michael.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, Michael.
Michael.
Respect
me. That's all. He said, respect me.
He said, respect me.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, he put his foot down.
Yeah,
he did.
Y'all keep calling that man Mikey and see you gonna put something in your cupcake that you ain't gonna like.
Fuck them cupcakes. I ain't eating no more cupcakes. I ain't eating no more cupcakes. Cause fuck those cupcakes and cookies, man. Chef Michael McCoy. I will not eat any more of your shit.
You want to call me Mikey? You want
First of all, Mr. RL. You got some ladies lusting. Look, you got some ladies lusting over you because you lost some weight. They all like Megan. So I said, what about his keeper? You see, RL. I mean, Lindsay. He lost some weight. He looking good. I said, oh my god.
Is that what they told me? The same thing. I told him he just bought the suit bigger.
No, so as you know, we all try to do better as far as eating and stuff like that. But it's the crazy part. Ever since I left the security department, I walk more throughout the hospital. I'm averaging between 10 to 12,000 steps at work. I don't go to Northeast Market like I used to. I'm not eating all day long. We used to get like something for breakfast from lunch, and then I would work over and fucking go back and get. So I would eat down there 3 times a day, right? You talking about like chicken box with fries, a chicken box with shrimp and fried rice. And then, whatever breakfast is, pancakes, eggs, and bacon. So,
never missed a meal.
Never missed a meal. Always ate. Right. And if you worked on 4 to 12, you ate good.
Definitely.
So,
definitely.
Yeah. So, just eating better.
Yeah, I'm on 4 to 12. You're getting the itis.
Yeah, definitely eating better. And the one thing I do is, right, I don't eat till I'm stuffed. I eat till I'm satisfied. And I'm done. Yeah, I don't eat till I can't get out the chair anymore. I stopped that months ago. So yeah, tell them.
But that's one thing. Working in security and working around there because you got the market, you will be eating some meals. Like you will be eating some meals. But right across the street at Kennedy Krieger, they have that little cafeteria and they sell a lot of healthy stuff. So I go over there a lot. And ladies. With the ladies are funny because I go in there so much. When they come out with something new, they be like, Officer Megatons, we got this new nutrition and did it because we know that you're watching, you're waiting, da. And I'll be like, damn, I must come here too much. But they know you. Yeah, they be hooking me up. They be hooking me up, and I'm glad for that because it keeps me away from stuff that I don't supposed to eat.
Fuck
So
y'all, because I gotta eat this Subway at fucking night.
Yeah, that's all you got. Subway. That is some sorry. First of all, that Subway is
I'm
one of the
glad Pam made my
sorriest
food.
Subways,
I'm
man.
glad at least I got food from Pam. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
other
that
than
Subway is just filthy,
if I don't
man.
take food from Pam, that's it. I'm just drinking coffee all night until I
Y'all,
get home in the
you
morning.
you you a damn liar.
I ain't trying.
Y'all some
Mm-mm,
rural farms going motherfuckers, man.
not no more.
And they say, what he say? Oh, that stopped last year about this time.
Yeah.
We ain't even gonna talk about that shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a year. We stopped those shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
But Savvy, you lost a lot of weight over the last year and a half, 2 years.
mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, because I remember meeting you. You was one of them thick Muslims. You know what I'm saying? You know, your bean pies were smacking.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Not
look
your
great.
green guys are smacking.
But you look great. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's it's just like we said earlier, the getting older thing. It's just some things we have to do better. We ain't gonna be
Mm-hmm.
the best at it. We just gotta
Mm-hmm.
do better. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because they swear up and down when you go to the doctor, everything is going to kill you. So you just gotta
Yeah.
do better at it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And when you eat, like I still try to, because I'm a junk food junkie. That was one of my problems. And every now and again I do that, but I try to like substitute certain things. And then I went to a nutritionist,
Me
and
too.
they kind of like, don't deprive yourself for everything.
Right.
If you want to have certain things, just eat it, and certain small portions and things like that. So I've been
Right.
trying to work that a lot, and you
Mm-hmm.
can tell the difference. Like you can tell the difference on how you walk, how you feel. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing now that I'm working on is I just still can't get the right amount of sleep. I'll be up 3 o'clock in the morning, like bright
Yep, that was
eyed,
me. That was me today. I was up at 3. I couldn't go to
like
sleep.
I don't understand. Like I just get up, like that's the time my body just is like, all right, it's time I don't care what time I go to sleep. My body gets up at 3.
I think it's an
It just,
old age thing. It's an old age thing. Even if like when
It
I was out
is.
with my eye and I was homesick, I'm up at 5 something in the morning. I can't go back to sleep, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm up early, and then at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, I'm
right.
It's
Just watch
crazy.
the
Yeah.
movie.
and I'm snoring my ass off. That's it.
I love it though. You know what? I used to look at my parents, and I used to look like my grandparents
Mm-hmm.
would be in bed by fucking 7 p.m. I didn't
Yeah,
understand that shit,
like
right?
chickens. Right.
Yeah, right. So my father-in-law, right? My father-in-law,
But up early.
and
They
and
be
he's
bad.
yeah, my father-in-law gets up like 4:30 in the morning,
Yep.
have his coffee, is
Mm-hmm.
watching the news, doing whatever he doing, right? And it's an everyday thing. And I remember when I first met, I'm like, man, what the fuck? My father used to get up early. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my mother gets up. I'm like, man, fuck all that. I'm gonna sleep late.
Right.
At 44, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping in is 8 o'clock in the morning for me.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And I'm like, and like last week, I want to say last Thursday.
There you go again. What the hell happened?
What did Miss Bertrand write?
She said, I've always said that it's been the Gen X folks that have been dropping like flies, mainly because of the horrible food out there. Many boomers seem to be living longer because they got the memo on that and got it together. That's true. Yep, they all have heart
Yeah,
attacks at 40.
but you know what, Miss Bertrand, to talk about that, like lately, it's a lot. Everything is fast food. Everything is fast food. Like everything is fast, quick, everything, and nothing has no
Mm-hmm.
nutrition in it. And the food
Nothing.
that we think is nutritious is really not.
Right. A lot of stuff is
If we're not getting it
processed.
right from like farmers markets and stuff like that, this stuff that's in the grocery store is not. It's killing us.
There you go.
It's killing
Yo,
us.
I must have offended some Europeans this evening.
They
You're
keep
actually
cutting you
popping
off.
in and out.
Look, they ain't bother me. What's some name? But they cutting your ass off.
Yep.
The fuck?
The FCC.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay fucking quiet, man. Shit.
But no, like I was saying, the little restaurant across the street, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
their foods and a lot of their stuff, you can tell how fresh it is because it's from farm to table, and
Right.
even their like fruit cups or stuff just tastes so much different. And one of the
Right.
ladies, she bakes a lot of the stuff over there too. You can tell like the freshness. But this generation, they getting foods that's just a lot
Hmm.
of process. So it's
Yeah.
killing them quickly. That's why they're not lasting like we are and
Right.
stuff people before us. So that's what it is.
Yeah. And a lot of people now are choosing the healthy choice. Like when they want to go out to eat, they want to go out and get a healthy, fresher, the quality of the food. They want better food,
You got to.
They're
You
not
got
ready to
to.
go for the burgers and stuff, and like the fast foods are mainly for if I'm rushing to eat lunchtime, whatever. I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of time. But when you want to go out and dine and sit with your family or friends or whatever, you want good quality food, good wine, good stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah,
you tend
I
to treat
can't
yourself
do.
a lot better.
I can't. You got. Hey, so let me throw this out there too.
Hmm.
That's all right, Ted. You can
Yeah,
have Fat Girl
I
Mama.
get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
It's always cheat day.
So Northwood Shopping Center.
Uh-oh.
Sunny Subs is back, but
Uh-oh.
I never heard anything about the subs. It's always been the chicken. I've always
Right.
had the chicken, right?
Right.
They opened up August 7th.
Right.
They have had first they sold out of chicken on that Monday. I ain't never
Mhm.
heard of no shit like that, right? Tuesday is up until today. I couldn't get in there. Every time I go to try to get some chicken, there's people sitting on chairs, there's a line, and then they're running out of chicken. Sunny Subs is back up in Northwest Shopping Center. They have the best fried chicken in Maryland. I promise you. I promise you. The best fucking Stoko's. Stoko's ain't got shit on Sunny's. Sunny's is back and they are killing, man. I wish I could see the numbers as far as the other restaurants
Right.
in that shopping center, because you have IHOP now, you got Chipotle, you got Georgia Peach, you got a Japanese cuisine, you got a smoothie place, you got Jersey Mike's, you got McDonald's. I promise you, by the end of the year, from January to the end of the year next year, Sonny's will make more money than McDonald's.
Mm.
I promise you. That's how they are. I mean, run all out of chicken. When you in a black community, you know you
Right.
gotta have more than enough. Ran out of chicken. Ran out of chicken, and the only reason Hip Hop Chicken got off to the glorious start that they did is because Sonny's wasn't around. So good luck.
Right.
Sonny's is back, bitches.
But hip hop chicken was not, especially they fish, was never good to me.
No, the fish, yeah, it went down. It went in the beginning. It was awesome, and then it just went downhill.
Remember Tyrone?
Love Tyrone. Yeah, you get yourself full wings, fries, a roll, and a Shasta for $2.99.
Tyrone, that was the hood meal, hood class.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
them little ass pigeon wings. They were good. They were good,
They
man.
was
You
little,
can
though.
you can get 100 wings for $89.99, man. Miss Tyrone, man.
Yes. Oh,
Come back, Tyrone. Please come back.
that was the hood meal right there, for real.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
What she said,
Yeah, he
Tyrone?
did.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did, Mike.
chicken wing. Yep.
Yeah, they was
Mr.
all right. Yeah,
Mhm.
Mr. Michael McCoy.
Yes.
They did sell pigeon wings.
They did,
But
but
wait
you
a
couldn't
minute, do
beat
y'all
it.
remember down the market downtown when they sold these humongous chicken wings? Like they were really, really, like they were super big. The chicken
Was it
wings.
chicken wings or turkey
I
wings?
stayed away from them.
Yes, it was probably pumping
Something was
all
wrong
kinds of
with 'em.
hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicken on
I
steroids.
stayed
I
away
would
from it.
Tyrone, yeah, I would eat Tyrone's every day before I ate that. I was like, something ain't right with that.
Yep.
Nah,
But you
there
know,
was
Chicken
no
on
way.
steroids, boy.
yeah, but some people, they ate that stuff, and I'm like, I can't see how y'all eat that stuff. It
Nah,
looks weird. It looks like it's not right. So I'm staying away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
nah, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, so we at the 59:47 mark. Savvy, what you got going on?
Well, I'm still
Uh-oh.
working on my show. It's supposed to drop in October, but I guess it's not going to happen in October, but it's going to happen before the year is out.
Right.
It's the soft launch of my lingerie line, but actually it's also a fashion bazaar. So I'm putting a little spin on it right now because people come out and they look at the fashion and that's it. But also people don't realize that these women put their stuff in, or men put their stuff in the show because they want somebody to hit them up to buy something. This is why they put stuff. So I'm switching it up a little bit this time. It's going to be a fashion bazaar where the clothes are going to be bid on. So that means that once the fashion part come out, the girl's going to stand there and the designer is going to come out and they're going to, try to get some bids, even if they sell one piece or get some orders. Because my purpose, like I try to tell people and I always remind people, my show is always about my purpose, not my show. My purpose is to give people a platform. That's my main goal. And I have to try to stick to that program as best as I can. So I thought, let me change it up a little bit. Let me try to do like a buyer's bazaar. So people, when I finally get the date right and everything, because we got some stuff going on, start saving up your money or come out and want to purchase something from these designers. They, they work hard, they spend a lot of money, and they trying to get that stuff out there. So that's what I'm working on right now.
All right, make sure y'all
make daddy shorts.
It's fucked up. Hoochie daddy shorts.
Some daddy
shorts. Some hoochie daddy.
Hoochie daddy.
Yeah. Hoochie daddy shorts. I can see you in that shit.
Earn my brand new Hoochie daddy shorts today. And I've been catcalled 17 times. Like, hey boy, what that pee-pee do? I don't know. It pees. It's small. Leave me alone.
Oh man.
Lord, you be coming on welcome. You be coming on welcome.
PRS1, what you got going on outside of a small PP?
Trinity Spice FM. I'm in the studio. I've been working on some new music. I've been working on some new music. I've been doing some adding some more stuff to the book. I don't know if you guys checked out the book yet. Visits to the Caribbean.
Hey, can you get a close up for everybody on there? They need to see that, man. Yeah, they need to see that.
I don't know if everybody can see it. There we go.
That's his book, man. Y'all, hey, look, y'all ain't supporting the show financially. At least buy the book, motherfuckers.
Right? Come on,
it's available on Amazon. You could read it on digitally on what you call it, the Kindle. You can read it also on Apple Books. It's available, a couple places. But yeah, I think it's even posted on Barnes and Noble.
That's what's up, man.
It's even available in there. But the printed version is actually on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can check it out. It's all about Caribbean islands. There's some short stories that I wrote and I compiled them all into a book. It's basically what I did. Little, short stories about basically, families, characters landing for the first time on certain islands, just to give you a quick thing. Like, most people so far who is ready to say, man, just when I'm getting into the island, they get back on the plane and they leave. And I'm like, well, because they're short stories, it's like Tales from the Crypt, but except Caribbean style. And it's pretty, it's kid stuff. And now when I say kid stuff, it's family oriented stuff. It's not really nothing too raunchy. I haven't gotten to that level yet, but
well, congratulations again. Really. Yeah, that was awesome. I didn't even know you was writing a book.
Yeah, I wrote it with one eye. Well, partially. When I was out with my eye, that's what I spent my time putting all that stuff together. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was out. I had to get used to stuff. So I was waiting for RL to drop his book, and then so when I finished
my erotic adventures.
Yeah, when I finished all the stories, I was looking at YouTube, and then you can publish your book on Amazon for free, and I was like, I gotta tell RL about this. Look, hey man, it's free. You just upload the file and create your cover on Canva. That's what I did, and it's for free. You create your book. I'm
glad you said something. Thank you, because you got a lot of people out here charging an arm and leg, man, just to even fucking read your book.
And it's you're the publisher because you're doing it, and Amazon has created this little platform that's so easy. It goes directly to the Kindle and it prints on demand. That's how it works on Amazon. It prints on demand. So it's like if you decide to purchase a book, that's when they print it and send it out just to you. So
So
that's how it works out.
I do have a question. So
Mhm.
who does the I forgot what it's called. Who does the reread over it before you publish it?
That's all on you. You got to make sure you publish. Oh, so maybe I think they do because it does take 72 hours before it goes live.
Okay.
Because you upload it, it'll be in review. That's what Amazon tells you. It's in review for 72 hours. And most of the platforms that I uploaded it to was like 72 hours. And I don't know if they have like an AI reading it real quick to check it for mistakes and all that stuff. But
Okay. All right.
I'm working on the hardcover version of the same book, but I'm putting photos in it this time because I figured out a way I can add photos to it. So that would help enhance some of the stories.
Nice,
All right,
nice,
Arl,
nice.
so we're gonna be waiting on your book. We're
Yeah,
not
Oh,
waiting on
I got
no. We're not gonna wait on your book. Your book is coming. So we gotta
yeah,
manifest.
it's coming.
yeah,
We're not saying we're
Yeah,
waiting
it's
on your
coming.
book. It's
yeah.
coming.
Like
If
I
it's
told
already
y'all,
done written, we got you. We
it,
can get it
the
set up.
creative juices is back. You know, like I said, I've been preoccupied with other stuff. I want to but that's coming. But
Yeah,
for my thing, I want to give a shout out to Orlando and Jamie. Right.
yeah,
The last 2 years, they done put 3 kids in college.
yeah, yep,
Right. And these are just I get just regular folk, man. These are
yep.
blue collar
Hard work,
people,
blue collar, hard
hardworking.
working folk.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just and they doing it, and they drove all three. Last year it was two, and this year they drove their daughter down to college and back, and they're doing phenomenal things. And I just want to acknowledge them. You know, a black family doing it big, and helping their kids to achieve success as young adults. So salute to Jamie and Orlando for being constant pillars in the community and in their
Hmm.
household.
Yeah,
Right? That's a big stuff. So salute to
and
them.
really, really good, authentic parenting.
Yeah, when she's up.
You know, you just can't let a beautiful moment be a beautiful moment.
Hey,
Sheesh.
hey. But
Look, you
that's
just
all I
make me
got.
cry. She traveling all over the place. She gotta sleep sometimes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah. Well, shit, she was asleep before the traveling, so it's all good.
yep, yep,
It's all good. They doing the damn thing, and they got kids in college, and they got more
yep,
going to college. So salute to them.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I guess
So
that's our time.
that's our
Thank you.
time. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and supporting us all these years. Even though
Hmm.
you broke motherfuckers ain't sending no money, at least go ahead and purchase my man Regan's book. It's the least y'all can do.
Right.
That's
All
true.
right.
Hopefully next week we'll be back in studio. You guys should see us back at shout out
Yeah.
to
Hopefully.
Digital Empath, for
Yeah, they in a
hosting
new
us all the
place,
time.
so yeah, we gotta go down there and Christian it without our
Yep.
stuff.
Brand new
Yeah.
studio. We'll see
Yeah.
how it goes. All right.
So thanks y'all for checking in. Tune in next week, next Monday. GVTV. We out.